And in saying so, for anyone who says this is going to be a boring video, I'm not going to watch this. I'm going to go find something else to watch that's more entertaining. I want to show you something. You know, there's a guy, he's actually a friend of mine. I've actually met him and we've talked several times. We have each other's number. He's also a YouTuber. And he has learned a secret to audience retention. That's the word they call it, audience retention. What he's learned to do is make his videos move so fast that you don't have time to ever get bored. You don't. I'm going to show you a snippet, just maybe 10 seconds or so. I don't want to copy his content, but I don't think he'll mind a 10-second snippet. I'll show you how fast his videos move.
Ow, whoa, is that one right there?
Get out of here!
You think people lie on the internet?
You snooze, you lose. These guys are almost done.
I might have to give him a little... Oh!
Yeah. Markiplier, how's about you let me take a peek at those udders? Little fella developing in this little...
Oh, gosh.
Also, yesterday, we went ahead and rehomed the emus. If everything works out today... Oh, look at Garbenzo Beans taking a bath over there. Today is the first rain that we've had in Texas. Uncle Ben's going to be fighting all of his animals.
And all he's trying to do is keep his audience engaged for longer, because he found himself doing the same thing, making videos where he was trying to teach or explain or show something that he thought was relevant and important, something that he thought was beautiful, and he learned that his audience just had no attention span. So he begins to make videos where things move by so fast, and sure enough, he got what he wanted. Now people can't seem to stop watching, even though, in my opinion, his videos are like someone who's on drugs, speed of some sort, and their mind is pop, 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 pop. That's not my style. Folks, Lester here, and today I'm going to do a mundane farm chore. One that has to be done, but we don't always like to do it. I'm going out to the horse pasture, and I'm going to call all the animals out. And then I'm going to have to get the tractors, Jamie's tractor to do some jobs, my big tractor for other jobs, and we're going to clean that pasture up nice. And you are invited to do it with me. Let's walk over and have a little peek at what we got to do. All right, so I can tell you right now, I'm gonna fill you in on a little secret. It's the videos like this where people begin to tune out immediately. I know. Some of you are saying, no, I'll watch it, Lester. I like seeing what you're gonna do. I like watching things around the farm. I like anything that has to do with the animals or the babies or your farm chores. And I appreciate that. But a lot of the problem that we're having in this day and age is with most people, and I'm saying most, this is when you use the words like most or some or a lot of, it means you're not speaking for everybody, you're speaking for a lot. And in my case, a lot of people on my channel don't have time. They just don't seem to find the time to spend, or maybe they don't have the attention span that they used to. But when you start doing videos that show chores being done, fence building, cleanup projects, rebuilding projects, remodeling projects, etc., a lot of people tune out. And so the reason I even bring it up is because it's videos like today where Facebook will send us that little notification. I'm going to kind of paraphrase what it's going to say. It's going to say, fewer people are watching this video. Try to improve your watch time by, and it will offer us all kinds of suggestions. So we already know, and then it will also give us the average watch time. And so I'm gonna tell you right now, today's watch time will be probably 3 to 4 minutes. And believe it or not, that's good. For Facebook, that's a good watch time. YouTube folks will watch a lot longer than Facebook people will. But you know what? I'm just going to say something, and it shouldn't need to be said, but I don't think that women... Let me just turn the camera around where I can look at you and say it. Ladies, do you remember a time when you used to get all upset with your man or your partner because he wouldn't give you any time. You wanted to talk. You want to sit down and talk, and all he wants to do is watch the game or focus on something else. Maybe he will not put down his phone. And what you realize is that your man has no attention span. And you just can't wait to call your girlfriends and talk about how horrible he is for having no attention span and for you deserving better and all the kind of things that you say. You deserve better, and he don't listen to me, and he don't even care what I have to say. Don't y'all think that's how we feel sometimes when we start making a video and we find out that people only watch it for a minute and a half or 2 minutes? Yeah, see, the truth hurts, doesn't it? The truth hurts. I'm trying to get away from this little girl who will not stop following me. Sweetie, I don't have time to love. I got work to do. I joke. I say I joke. Baby, I really do have work to do. Listen, my plan was not to sit here and love on donkeys all day. My plan is to get some work done. I want to turn my camera back around and show you what my job for today is, okay? Whenever the roll of hay gets eaten down so far, at this point the hay becomes pretty much inedible. Animals walk across the top of it. Sometimes they'll stop and pee or poop on it. Sometimes they'll sleep on it at night. The goats are the world's worst. And so you don't want your animals having to eat stuff like that. Now, they will if they're hungry. And right now our animals are on the dry lot. So they will eat it. But guys, you don't want them to. You don't want them to. So what we're going to do today is take Jamie's tractor, come out and move all of this old hay out of the way. We're just going to push it to our burn pile, which is over there, our muck pile. We can't burn today because of our burn ban. Then I'll bring my side-by-side and the rake, and I'll rake everything up nice and pretty. I'll kind of like mulch in and fertilize the pasture using their own manure, get it all cleaned up pretty. And then I'll use my big tractor to come back, and I will bring a brand new fresh roll of hay. I'll change all the waters and pretty much spend an hour or two doing basic farm cleanup, a chore. All right, so I'm going to grab some feed first and foremost. I want all of these babies out of there. I want all these babies out of that pasture. Don't forget what happened a couple of years back at I'm a Survivor. We had one of our golden girls get run over by a tractor while doing some barn cleanup. That was a horrible experience, and we haven't talked much about it. It's one of the good, bad, and ugly. It's one of the ugly sides of farming, that sometimes you get to moving around too fast and you're not watching what you're doing, and animals, they don't always pay attention to you either. So I'm gonna grab a bucket of feed, move all the animals out, and then we will get started. Y'all come with. All right, so I got all of the goats, donkeys, horses, and the alpaca all sorted out over there. The big birds are still inside here. I could not make them leave, so I'm gonna go ahead and let them out. They're not gonna be a problem to get back in. Right now is not the fighting season, so no one cares to fight me right now, so they're welcome to come out if they want to. Come on out of there, buddy. You can see what a nasty mess this hay has underneath it. And so you got to get down all the way to the dirt level. All right, friends, that is that. All right, so what we've done is got all of our pasture mucked up, cleaned up. I pushed all the old hay there to join our existing muck pile. I brought the new roll of hay over here. We're gonna put it along this tree for a while and allow all this area here to kind of dry up, which is important. We got our waters full. I got everything raked in and kind of composted in good. We reorganized all of our feed troughs. I've already opened the gate, so these babies can come back whenever they're ready. For now, they're kind of enjoying the other loafing shed. They don't spend much time over there. I'll say one last thing, and I don't know this to be certain, but I'm pretty sure this is the last time that we'll be doing this for the horses at this property. I think that by the time this roll of hay is eaten down, we will have already planted our winter grass over here. Hopefully it'll get a little bit of rain and start coming up pretty quick. If that happens, we'll move our horses here back to I'm a Survivor along with the donkeys and the alpaca, Indy. We'll bring our bulls over to this side. They'll hang out with Carl and Tat along with the goats. And then I'm pretty sure that this over here will become our bull pen, the actual bull pen. We'll allow this to remain open for our calves and possibly our birds if we ever have to. And then, of course, in the time being, the goats will have this spot back along with the birds if they're behaving. And that's still very iffy. We'll put all of our female cows and heifers over on the far side with the pond. If you want to know about some future plans, I'll walk over. As of right now, we do have water in our creek. We got that rain last week, about 4 inches. And that water's still standing all around where those springs are at, which is great. Our plans are to start saving and at some point hire a tractor operator to come dig us out a little bit deeper pond over here. Not near as big or as costly as the one on the other side of the property, but just something that our cows can use to cool off in. They can hydrate themselves if they choose to. And we're not going to extend it any wider than what it is now. The creek is now. It'll just be dug deeper. So hopefully it can hold water and those springs can continue to keep it full. That would be awesome. As you guys know, we have 3 springs here. There's one that springs up in this area here, a second spring over there, and a third spring over there. We're going to connect all of those together and make one long but skinny, kind of narrow pond. And that'll be awesome. Well, I have an ostrich who's biting me in the back. I think that means my video's about over. Here comes the other one who's even more trouble if he wants to be. The horses, donkeys, and Indy have found the new roll of hay. They're going to enjoy that along with a really clean pasture. I want to thank you all for watching and being a part of our journeys, including the boring cleanups. And I was telling a lady today, she said, I'm living her dream. I says, ma'am, I says, you might want to bring your husband and come do a few chores first before you say that I'm living a dream. Because it's not all about giving loving. Nope, it's not just about giving loving, y'all. There's a lot more work to it than that. But we're blessed, and we wouldn't trade it for anything. All right, thank y'all for watching, and we will see you guys on tomorrow's video.
Don't let your troubles fester. Come watch Longhorn Lester.
Yeah, something like that.